I have made batches of these and taken them on trips. They go great in a cooler. Look at me just making a mess. Who let me do this? Today on Simply, I'm going to be sharing 3 clever yet simple recipes for this fall using canned pumpkin. If you follow me over on Instagram, I have been posting a lot about my favorite breakfast from the summer, which was overnight oats. However, I'm not ready to give it up, so transitioning that recipe into fall, we are going to be making pumpkin pie overnight oats, and let me tell you, it's delicious. Now, because I like to make this taste as much like a pumpkin pie as I can, I prefer to heat all of the wet ingredients in a saucepan to really bring out the flavors. You don't have to do that. You can put all of the ingredients in the jars raw and you're good to go. But for today, we're gonna be heating this bad boy up. So this batch makes 2 jars. So feel free to half this recipe if you want. It's totally up to you. We're gonna use a cup of pumpkin, which is about half a can. And then I have a half cup of almond milk. You can use whatever kind of milk you like. And then a teaspoon of vanilla. For sweeteners, you can use real maple syrup. I have a sugar-free option, 2 tablespoons. Like big tablespoons. And then pumpkin pie spice. I'm going to leave the yogurt out for after because I don't want it to curdle or separate. All right, now we're gonna go put this on the stove on a low simmer until you can really start to smell it. That's kind of my gauge, is typically about 5 minutes. And then we will add our dry ingredients. For our dry ingredients, we have rolled oats. These are sprouted rolled oats. Feel free to use whatever kind you prefer. We have chia seeds and flax meal. And then each serving gets a half cup of the oats. Next, we're gonna add about a teaspoon of flaxseed. This is a great way to not only give your oatmeal more fiber, but it gives a really nice texture and a nutty flavors. Same with the chia seeds. Add this, and then we need to add in our yogurt. This is gonna help make it really creamy, thicken it up a little bit. And then I like to just top it off with even more pumpkin pie spice. And we're going to mix this up, put these in the refrigerator, and then tomorrow when you go to have your overnight oats, I like to top mine with pecans, granola, and even a little whipped topping. It is so divine and puts you right in the fall spirit. This next recipe is one of my favorites because it's so versatile. This is a pumpkin pasta sauce that you can not only use over your favorite pasta, but you can also put it on top of grilled chicken. You can use it as a base for some fall soups. You can even make a veggie lasagna, which is very good. In a large Dutch oven, you're going to heat up some olive oil and saute some onions and garlic until they are tender, just about 5 to 8 minutes. Then you're going to add the pumpkin puree, tomato sauce, water, and salt, and combine that well. Keep your temperature on a medium heat, and then when it begins to bubble, you can turn it down to low just to simmer for about 10 minutes. Then you're going to add your coconut milk. Now, if you're doing a dairy-free version, you can also use a nut milk. Just know that it will change the texture of your sauce. This is also when we're gonna add some more spices. We have cinnamon, sage, and rosemary. You can add more salt and pepper to taste, and I really like to cook this for a few minutes to really get the flavors going, and you can either put this directly on your pasta or whatever dish you make, or you can jar this and save it for a future dish. This next recipe was inspired by our upcoming fall harvest party. I've had a few pumpkin martinis in my day, but I've never tried a pumpkin spice old fashioned. So that's what we're gonna be making today. So first we're gonna be making our homemade pumpkin spice syrup. The first thing we're gonna do is add our water and granulated sugar and brown sugar to a saucepan and bring it up to a medium heat until the sugars have dissolved. Then we're going to add our canned pumpkin and really let it simmer so that the ingredients are well combined and the aromatics are super fragrant. Reduce the heat to low and simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. You just wanna make sure that you don't allow your mixture to boil, but once it's done, remove it from the heat and allow it to cool for 20 minutes. Now, if you didn't use pumpkin pie spice and you went all in with cinnamon sticks and whole cloves, you will need to run your syrup through a strainer. All right, so to make our old fashions, you're going to add all of your ingredients to an ice-filled mixing glass and really give it a good stir for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then you're going to strain the mix into either a coupe or a rock glass and then add a sprig of rosemary to garnish. I hope you guys enjoyed these fall recipes using canned pumpkin. Definitely give them a shot. Let me know what you think. You can always tag me in your recreations at Haley Cairo. Don't forget to subscribe to Real Simple's YouTube channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss an episode of Simply.